What's up, y'all? It's that day. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and we're here. It's actually within a couple hours of game time, so I just wanted to make sure I got this off. Cutting it a little closer than I wanted to, even with that much room, but yeah, it's just been one of those kind of weeks, but it is what it is. I'm doing pretty good now, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to this game. I mean, as tough as it is for me to want to say that with a serious face, but that being said, it's about to be that time. We've got the San Francisco 49ers and the reigning defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. Man, all the things that could be said about this, you know. I've come away having to be salty because the last prediction I did was about halfway correct, actually. I did end up going with the 49ers to beat the Detroit Lions. Although the Lions looked like they were going to surprise me for a little bit, but just weren't able to sustain it at the end. Strangely enough, for whatever reason, going into this game, somehow the Chiefs are the underdogs. They're actually even on the betting lines. I'm not even sure why that's the case. I mean, let's just break it all down real quick. Now, like I said, they just ended up proving me wrong, not just one, but 2 consecutive weeks in all actuality. I'd actually picked the Bills to beat them in the divisional round. That didn't happen. And I thought the Ravens were actually going to be the team that would stand in the way, yet that didn't happen either. So now we're at a point where, of course, it's up to San Francisco, which, if we're being honest, yeah, when you look at them on paper, they have the means to beat Kansas City, but that was supposed to be true with Buffalo and Baltimore. Somehow or another, that wound up turning a completely different direction. One thing I will say is that both teams have been incredibly resilient to a degree that I'm not sure that a lot of people still give them enough credit for, myself included to some degree, but, you know, they've shown me the error in my ways, so to speak. And, of course, I mean, just breaking it down bit by bit, you've got the Chiefs who are coming in, you know, one of the 2 top scoring defenses in the league, and boy did it show. I mean, it's just kind of wild. I just saw a graphic, 17.3 points per game. I mean, that's probably the best defense they've had in Kansas City in the Reid-Mahomes era, and that goes to Steve Spagnuolo, but also Chris Jones. I'm trying to remember Trent McDuffie and a whole bunch of other guys that just, you know, they've actually had guys go down in a lot of situations, yet I've never seen it be more next man up. I mean, they've even got Jerick McKinnon, looking like he's actually going to play today, so that's just one more weapon for Mahomes to go to. I mean, and that's already factoring Bryce, and then Kelsey, and then MVS, and let's not forget about Pacheco, but, you know, it's not like San Francisco doesn't have their own weapons. They do have George Kittle, who is, even Kelsey himself admits, is probably the best tight end in the entire league. I mean, it's hard to really find too much better. I mean, I've had conversations, particularly with my uncle, and really a lot of people. I mean, that's a faster Gronk in its truest form, only a bit smaller, but probably even stronger too. I mean, I remember back in the day when the Patriots were really, I guess, if you want to call them at their peak or whatever, just they were just that force to be reckoned with, the way that we're seeing with Kansas City right now. And a huge factor in that was Gronk, the tight end, you know, and I remember seeing him, albeit a lot of the time against dudes that were much smaller than him. I mean, I remember him going up against a dude, I'm trying to remember his name right now, but a guy was like 6'2", 200 pounds, and dude moved him like he was a child. Like, it was just unreal to see. But I watched, I think it was NFL Countdown this morning, and they were showing a lot of the things Kittle did, and how they showed his best blocking feats against Detroit, specifically against Aiden Hutchinson, where he basically laid out Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, it was really his momentum was what took him to the ground, but still, that's his momentum. I mean, jeez, it's unreal the kind of monstrosity that you have at tight end when it comes to George Kittle. I mean, again, second to none. And then you factor in Deebo Samuel, Brandon Jennings, or I don't know if that's Brandon Jennings. I know there is a Jennings there. But I was going to say Brandon Ayuk, who I really think people don't pay enough attention to him as it is. And he could very much be very vital as far as what could end up hurting the Chiefs. But more than that, I'm looking at Deebo Samuel. I'm also looking at Christian McCaffrey. I mean, Run CMC, that's just a bad dude in and of himself. And it's been a long time since I've seen anybody come along with just the level of being as balanced as he is a running back. You know, he's not just swift, he's not just quick, fast. He's also pretty strong, too, even at 210. And probably not much taller than I am at 5'9", you know. But all the same, it's going to be really, really interesting to see, because at the end of the day, it's going to be incumbent on the 49ers to beat the Chiefs. And, of course, the matchup that they talk about is going to be Mahomes versus Brock Purdy. Is he going to still be the game manager, or is he going to show out? And you would like to think if the 49ers are going to win, this would be the day that he shows out. But I'm inclined to say there's a very good chance that happens. Yet and still, I'm going to go ahead and say I've learned my lesson. I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs as begrudgingly the three-time Super Bowl champions back-to-back, first time since the New England Patriots back in 03 and 04. And yeah, I'm not very thrilled to have to say that, but I don't know to be able to say it any other way. I'll quietly be rooting for the 49ers all the same, obviously, but yeah, I don't know that they're going to be able to stop them enough, and I think that defense is going to make enough of a play to get it done. But let me know what y'all think. We're within an hour and a half away from game time. Who you got? Chiefs, Niners? Y'all know what it is. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll be getting at you later.